Hi, it's Carol Costa. I'm here with Frank Galasso at Wicked Sports Bar in Twin River. Excuse me. Really fabulous, and I'll tell you why. Because there's nothing better than Frank Galasso like 10 feet tall. His cartoons here are amazing, and you got to come here to see them. So check out the menu, but more than checking out the menu, check out Frank's work. It's big as life. So. We want to have a nice conversation with Frank because a lot going on here in Rhode Island. So, Frank, let me talk to you about where did you grow up?
Born and raised in Cranston. Still live in Cranston.
And a good Rhode Island question is west or east?
West.
Okay.
Western. The old Western Cranston.
The old Western Cranston,
yeah.
like.
I'm actually on the border. It's Warwick, Cranston, West Warwick. Yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Cranston schools and then for 4 years at West Warwick. So I was a wizard for 4 years. Actually, we had a great time there. And then I finished up at Cranston West.
So you were a wizard and a falcon.
And a falcon.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this question. What makes you choose an icon? You know, I'm a Rhode Islander. So, you know, like when I see your work and I see Jolly Charlie's, my heavens, that just brings back like memories. And what makes you? Is it memories that make you pick an icon?
Yeah, it absolutely is. I think back at my childhood and the whatever fond memories I had, because it's the memories that attracts the people. So if it's, you see Jolly Charlie's, I remember seeing that driving by that entrance and things of that nature. Yeah, Rocky Point entrance or whatever it may have been, Steak and Shake, whatever I have on my posters.
So that's really fun stuff. And I know people, you know, what people may not know about you is that you are a very well-published cartoonist, both in political arena and also the sports arena. Obviously, you're known for your sports, but what papers and have you won awards for your work?
Well, I had to start an editorial because when I broke in the late 80s, some editors thought that the sports cartooning, as we knew in America, was fading. And I knew it wasn't because I was talking to the sports fans, you know, on the streets and at the shows. But I had to get into the business through the editorial first. And what happened was almost by accident. When I started developing my syndicate list and the papers I was sending to, I would do a sports cartoon once a week, just for myself. And they were running them without me knowing it. And one week when I didn't send the sports cartoon, they started calling and say, "Hey, where is it?" You know? I said, "Why?" Because we've been running them, the people like it. So it happened by accident. So I started with editorial, and I do have a large archive. I mean, I editorial from '87 up until more recently.
And do you find that sort of richens your whole perspective on the world and current events and things that are going on around us, especially in Rhode Island? I mean, let's face it, we are a political little town.
Well, it was tough on me at first because, believe it or not, I didn't like picking on people. So I really wanted to be a sports cartoonist in the old way, where I could tribute people rather than you know, picking on the president or the governor. So I really had to get used to that, you know, making fun of these political figures or whatnot.
But I bet you found out along the way sometimes they had it coming.
Yeah. So that's how that went.
You know, I know that my mother and father had a lot to do with who I became as a woman, and I'm sure that you have some great stories, and I know your dad was an interesting person and a musician, and his stage name was Frankie Gale. So tell me about your parents.
Yeah, Dad had a great, first of all, he taught me how to letter when I was a little boy, little 3-4-year-old. He taught me how to letter, and he used to do the paint by numbers, but he used to get the hard ones, and he would teach me how to be very neat.
So you skipped right over the Dalmatian, huh?
Yeah, but I think I learned how to do Mickey Mouse because of that. I could do Mickey Mouse freehand by like age 5 or something. And Mom was really good around the house and garden. She was really good with the decor and the yard, so the color, I guess.
She had a green thumb.
Yep. And Dad was in the World War II. They got married late, so he was in World War II for 5 years. But he was in the Army band, And from that, he lived in New York City, bouncing from home to New York City. And he toured with big bands from 46 to 52. He was with Tommy Dorsey and Tommy Reynolds. He was the main band he was with. So he came home in his early, mid-30s and then decided to get married and had me. But he was a big band musician, during the heyday.
Well, I guess between your mother's artistry in the garden and your father's musicianship, what's that expression? The fruit does not fall far from the tree,
No,
because
yes,
you certainly are an accomplished artist. And Rhode Island's lucky to have you as one of our Here with Kim Ward, Director of Public and Community Affairs here at Wicked Good Sports Bar at the Twin River. Kim, what's it like to see Frank Galasso's work here as big as life?
Oh, we're quite pleased. As you can see, it's very intricate. All our guests love to come and stop by, and they actually read every little passage, and they come through, and they're challenging each other with the trivia and coming back and forth. It's great to have all these Rhode Island icons right in our own little sports bar.
Well, Frank, as we sit here at the Wicked Sports Bar and Grill here at Twin River, is there anything you want to share with the people of Rhode Island, the readers of RI Mag, with regard to some of your work? I saw on your site really fantastic, iconic poster of New Hampshire. Really fabulous. So it's not only Rhode Islanders. It's Southern New England.
I'm New England's guy now, and hopefully nationally, but that later. But there's one on New Hampshire that they can see on the site, which is very similar to my Rhode Island icons. And I'm preparing to work on one on Massachusetts this year. And I think there's one going on for New York. We don't know yet. But so by the end of this year, they should have 3 of the 6 New England states done.
So that's terrific.
Yeah.
So people need to keep their eyes open for those.
Yep.
And that's something I know I will personally do. And I just want to thank you for your time today. And it's really pleasure. It's a terrific pleasure to meet you. You are really you make Rhode Island proud, and I just want to tell you that because
proud of it.
Well, that's good. And
proud to be a Rhode Islander.
Thank you, Frank, and we'll see you all in RI Mag next time around.
Thank you.
Bye bye.